I've never had so much fun in the studio. Because we would like order food like 5 times a day and totally pig out, and we'd be drinking. I wrote like Girlfriend when I was drunk, and like just had a really good time. And like I lived in LA. This is my first time like living somewhere where I was making a record, so I got to like, you know, be here, and it was like just totally different. It was so much fun. Well, I like both. I like being in the studio and writing and being in one spot, you know, and I love creating. And then, like, it's funny because, like, you can only be creative for so long. Like, I've been working on my record for, like, 6 months, and right now I'm spent. I'm like, I don't want to write another song for a long time because it takes a lot. It's like, when I get off tour and I haven't written for a long time, the second I get in the studio, I'm like, oh, and I'm like so excited. I've got all these ideas, and like, I'm so fast, and everything's just flowing out of me, and then I like stop, and now I'm like done. And so it's interesting, but that's the way it is. Like, creativity comes in spurts, and so I love it. I love getting it all out and being in the studio, but I also then love going and performing the songs, and so I like both sides, performing and being in the studio. The video for Girlfriend was directed by the Malloys. I came up with the concept to like be performing and to do acting where I'm like, where like there's a girl and like, so anyway, so what I talked to the Malloys and we gave them my ideas, and then they came up with like the whole idea, like all the little scenes, and they're so great with that because they're really fun. They did my complicated video, and they come up with really cool ideas. What happens in it is I play a redhead and I play a brunette. The redhead is the girlfriend. The brunette is the bratty one who tries to steal the boyfriend. And then I just play myself as a performer as well. And I do dancing in the video, like with a bunch of girls, like for like actual dance moves, which is the first time I've ever done that. So it's really fun. And yeah, so just acting, performance, and I put my brother in the video. He's like my bass player. So it's cool. Awards are interesting because, I mean, I've been, like you said, nominated for 8 Grammys. I haven't won any, but I've won a million other awards. And what, I mean, all it really is hey, good job, you know, and it's really, it's an honor. But it's like weird because it's like, okay, who's the best singer out of these 5 people who are nominated? It's like, not really who the best singer is, and they never base it off sales, so it's never really, you're like, why did this person win when they sold 10 more records? Like, or the other person sold 10 more. So it's like, awards are weird, but if, like, I've won a whole bunch, and I love it, and I have them all in my house, and it's like, you know, those are mine. It's like, it's cool to look at, to be like, oh, wow, cool, like, I accomplished so much. Award shows are really boring unless if you just go and you're not doing anything, then it's boring. But if you go and you're performing, or, like, you're presenting, or you're winning awards, then it's fun. I never go unless I have a record out. Because I don't like doing that. I don't like going to like all these red carpet events unless I actually need to be there, unless there's a purpose. Otherwise, I feel like a loser.
It does seem very surreal, strange.
Like, there's some of those girls, I'm not going to mention names, but like that's what they do for a living, is go to like every single red carpet event. I hate the paparazzi. Some people live for it, like they love it, and they like call them and tell them they're going to be places, or they'll go to places where the paparazzi hangs out. I hate it. I think they're really annoying, and I think it should be illegal, and I don't like it because I'll be like out doing stuff, and like I'll be followed the whole day, and I think it's dangerous. And I think it's creepy. Like, I went on a jog the other day with my 2 girlfriends, and like, then my pictures are all over the internet where I'm jogging, so whatever. I mean, it's gonna happen, but I have really controlled how much it does happen, and you can control it, you know, like, I live in a gated community. I don't go out to the Ivy for lunch, you know, like, I'm like really low-key. I don't like go sceney places too much and stuff, but it's an interesting subject. Like, I don't know, being famous can go both ways. Like, you can either have people, like, say things to you or talk about you, like, it's not very nice, or, like, you can walk into a store and people will give you a whole bunch of free stuff, you get special treatment. Like, the other day, I was, like, at this hotel, actually, the Beverly Wilshire, and, like, this guy came over, he's like, here's my card, go to the spa on me, and I was like, okay. You know, there's perks, for sure.
That is a nice little perk, definitely.
Free clothes and makeup and hair products. Yeah. Girl stuff. Oh, you have no idea. Photo shoots are a constant battle for me because I'll show up and they want me to wear like all this designer stuff, and especially when I was younger, I wouldn't wear it at all. Now, I'll sometimes wear it, but I like to keep my image and my look and, you know, my style, and oh my God, like magazines photo shoots can be difficult, and like I'll always stand up for myself and be like, listen, I wouldn't normally wear that. And then they'll like, some people will call me difficult, but that's how it is. Some people call people bitches if they're like strong and they stand up for themselves. Like, I've had people say, oh, she's difficult, but it's like, okay, if I don't want to wear the pink frilly dress, why do I want to wear it in a photo shoot when the world's gonna see it? I did some fashion spreads and fashion magazines, but I was like willing to do that. And I just did a few, and then everyone thought that was like my new image, but it really wasn't. It was a fashion shoot. Yeah. And then, yeah, now I wear like dresses once in a while, and I wear heels, but I still have like my style. It's just not as maybe tomboy as like before. I wore like really baggy pants and old sneakers and t-shirts. Now I wear like the same style, but maybe like a little sexier, so like a little more rock and roll, glam, whatever. Being married is awesome. I love it. For our wedding, the ceremony was traditional. I wore like a white dress, and we had like roses and stuff, and then the what's it called? The reception was like a goth rock theme where it was all just like a red tent and like chandeliers hanging and candles. And we had like guitar picks all over, and like medieval like gothic font. Part of me was like, oh, I want to wear a black wedding dress, but the other side of me was like, when I'm like 50, I want to look at these pictures and not be like, what was I thinking? I want to have our pictures up in the house, and I wanted everything to be classic, so it was always kind of in style.